When I was a young lawyer in New York, I thought the law was about winning cases, until a terrified woman walked into my office holding a book that could ruin her life. What happened next changed me forever. I'm 95 years old, and today I want to share a story from my younger days, a story that shaped me not only as a lawyer, but as a human being. Back then, I was just out of Columbia Law School, full of ambition, dreams, and a little bit of naivety. I thought being a lawyer was about winning cases, arguing, and knowing every law by heart. But life had other lessons in store. One of my earliest cases involved a woman named Margaret Hamilton, a small bookstore owner in Brooklyn. Not the astronaut, you might know her name, but a kind, gentle woman whose life turned upside down because of a legal misunderstanding. She had been accused of selling a rare book that allegedly contained copyrighted material. To her, it was just a cherished book her father had given her. To the law, it was a potential infringement. I still remember the first time she came to my office. The room was small, the blinds half closed, casting lines across her tear-streaked face. She was shaking, clutching the book as if it were her lifeline. And in that moment, I realized, being a lawyer isn't just about the law. It's about protecting people's lives, their dignity, their memories. Walking into the Brooklyn courthouse that day, I felt the weight of it all. The walls were gray and imposing, the smell of old paper and polished wood mixed with nervous sweat. I looked at Margaret sitting there, terrified, and I promised myself I would fight, not just with the law, but with empathy. The opposing lawyer, Daniel Rivers, was sharp, relentless, young, and confident. He had a gaze that could make even the strongest person doubt themselves. But I had prepared. Every case precedent, every detail, every tiny nuance mattered. I barely slept, fueled by coffee and determination, studying every angle. During the trial, there was a moment that will stay with me forever. I asked Margaret to speak. She trembled as she told the court why that book meant so much to her. It wasn't just a book. It was her father's, a man she had lost years ago. The courtroom went silent. I realized then that law is not just facts and rules. It is human lives, human emotions. I argued with logic, yes, but also with heart. I reminded the court that the law exists to protect people, not to punish the innocent. And slowly, the tide turned in our favor. We won. Margaret kept her bookstore. That day, I walked out of that courthouse forever changed. That experience taught me that being a lawyer is more than arguing in court. It's about responsibility. It's about holding someone's world together when it feels like it's falling apart. And every case after that, I carried that lesson in my heart. Now, at 95, I look back on all those years, all the cases, all the long nights, and I understand something deeply. The law is a tool, but it's your courage, your empathy, and your integrity that make a real difference. So here's my advice to you. Whether you're starting your career, facing life's challenges, or simply trying to make the right choice, never underestimate the power of your voice, your courage, and your heart. Skills and knowledge open doors, but empathy and persistence make people trust you, follow you, and remember you. Protect what matters, fight for what is right, and never forget that your actions, no matter how small, can change someone's life forever. And here's what I want you to do today. If you're facing a challenge, speak up. Take action. Don't wait. And if you know someone who needs courage, share this story. For those aspiring to be lawyers, remember, it's not just a profession. It's a calling. Learn every lesson, embrace every case, and never forget, the difference you make is measured not in wins, but in the lives you touch. Because in the end, it's not the cases you win that matter most. It's the people you help, the hearts you protect, and the justice you bring when no one else will. That is what being a lawyer truly means.